Pleased to hear that 2 days ago a French Nieuport shot down a Zeppelin with a Le rocket. Wish we could get our hands on some of these air-to-air terrors, but Farah is not impressed with them. Rockets are a passing fancy, he says. They've got no range. Maybe he's right. Maybe we should forget about scientific experiments and just concentrate on strafing the Verdun front. Close on the heels of an enemy brigade, we dropped into position and spread out. Fritz got the message and took cover as we opened fire on his pointy-headed infantry. The fighting has become bitter. The German pilot we captured keeps telling us that the Central Powers are going to bleed France white. He thinks Verdun is a turning point in the war for his side. I think he's been drinking too much schnapps. Just got assigned to the evening patrol. 2 of us will be sneaking over to Strasbourg, where first-class Fokkers are in abundance. As we reached the skies over Strasbourg, we spotted 3 monoplanes on patrol above us. They had the advantage entering their dive, and we were forced to split to avoid the attack. Every day I learn new things about this war. This morning I found out that Farah has an informant on an enemy base. For a few shillings a week, he gets tips on what the Huns are planning. Last night, warning came on the wireless that a Gotha is coming at noon today to bomb our boys at Verdun. With only one accompanying fighter, the bomber should be no match for the four of us going up on the sly. Farah has been buying his tips wisely. At noon we found the Gotha and its escort circling their Verdun prey. We said a quick hello Hun from a peel-off formation, prepared to send our visitors plummeting back to Earth. Our machine guns are about to get a whole lot better. A German plane with Anthony Fokker's new sync gear just fell into our hands. The pilot got lost in the fog and landed on our side of the line. Sure hate to be in that Hun's boots when he finally gets back to his CO. Strafing at Verdun this afternoon. It's a routine mission, if keeping your nose from getting blown off by enemy sharpshooters can be considered routine. We reached the front but found few enemy soldiers. Anticipating our run, they dug themselves in deep. We decided to chew up their clustered supply tents in hope of flushing out a few bodies. Casualties on the front are heavier than ever, and French and British air commands aren't faring much better. While we're all beginning to realise how much these battles cost, no one is backing down. I just want to stay alive to see how it all ends. Farah is widening our patrol zone to include Sarahberg. We're off to assure the Huns that reinforcing their lines won't be easy. With a heavy tailwind giving us added thrust, the three of us came upon a lurid pair of Fokkers. Within seconds, we'd engaged, and with the speed of it all, I was momentarily thrown off guard. The trains out of Sarahberg are becoming a damn nuisance. Their base station is a recruiting point for troops headed to Verdun, as well as a loading depot for munitions going to Metz. Metz is an important aerodrome for the Huns, so by strafing the Sarahberg line we can kill two birds with one stone. We'd like to bomb it, but HQ says bombs are in short supply. Guess they don't think we're worth it. A clear sky and an even clearer target looked to make this run a piece of cake. The train was running on time, but if we got its engine, it wouldn't be for long. Met my first Russian pilot today. You'd think the Tsar would have his hands full with the Eastern Front, but Russian troops recently landed at Marseille to offer their support. We toasted peace with our Slavic allies, who want this war to end as much as we do. Company favourite this afternoon. Balloon busting over Strasbourg to keep the observers off the night watch. Won't be easy. We spotted 2 balloons, yet before we could open fire, my partner and I were under attack. We'd have to nail the 2 Fokkers if we wanted a shot at the fat boys. Just read that President Wilson warned Germany not to pursue its policy of unrestricted submarine warfare. It's been almost a year since the Lusitania and nothing's been forgiven. If this war goes on for another year, there's no way the US can stay out of it. My patrol today will take the 3 of us to Nomeny. We're sure to meet resistance from our honourable adversaries, the Luftstreitkraft. Approaching the Nomeny aerodrome, we came upon 3 hungry Fokkers looking for an afternoon snack. The boys and I weren't about to be served up as sauerkraut. The line at Verdun is tightening. Observation balloons are cluttering the skies at Nomeny and providing the enemy with too much information on our sister aerodromes at Nancy and Luneville. Luneville's fighters are tied up at the front, and Nancy is on alert. So this evening a couple of us are going over to Nomeny for a little balloon busting party. Always willing to help our friends. The party began as we neared two balloons floating gently above the horizon. I just wish someone hadn't invited the two not-so-gentle Fokkers down there below them. One of the boys found out that Farah's birthday is coming up at the end of the month. Like to do something special for the top dog, but he's rather funny about these things. He doesn't seem the cake and ice cream type, so we'll have to think up something clever. Dawn balloon busting over Metz in an hour. Can't believe how cold it is for spring. I'm putting off showering until the sun is out. Basking in the first rays of sunlight, my partner and I spotted a single balloon lurking over the ransacked town. I couldn't see any attending fighters, but my sour morning stomach told me there was some out there somewhere.